Sanskrit isn't the best. Om Ajanya Timirandasya Jananan Janan Asalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Statpitam Yena Putale Vayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapandantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavams Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahajana Raghunat Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saha Gana Lalita Shri Vishkanvitam Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavan Shvavi Rishbanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpat Rupyascha Kripa Sindhubaye Devacha Patitnam Pavan Ebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrindam
Chan Namo Vishnu Padaya
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gordavani Prachadane Nirvishesha Shudyavadi Pachvata Deshatarane
Chan Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Prabhu, for giving us association and joining the call. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If you have any questions or any clarifications that you want, Prabhu will help make you understand better. Please ask your questions.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada.
Mine too, all glories to Prabhupada.
Anybody has any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask, or you can type on the chat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare
Mm.
Krishna, accept my homage to Prabhupada. Yes.
So I'm still having a difficult time waking up at 4:30. I continue to get like my rounds done throughout the day, but I'd like to wake up earlier and yeah, I've just been having trouble and I don't know if you have any suggestions on trying to get up regularly and consistently.
Yeah, the main thing is that the food, if
Mm,
you're not taking Krishna Prasadam, then the mind, will
mm,
be very difficult to engage in chanting, is it? So you have to always remember that always take Krishna Prasadam only.
yeah,
Then it'll be easy for you to chant your rounds and do all the other things, you see.
mm,
Because if the mind is contaminated, and that comes by eating eating something that's not prasadam, then the mind will become very agitated.
mm.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you try to see if that is the fact or case, if you can correct that, then you see it will be very easy for you to maintain your spiritual discipline, really.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, I will definitely make more of an effort.
Yeah, you try to not eat contaminated food.
Yeah,
That's the number one cause of the contamination of the mind, you see. Hmm.
yeah. Thank you.
Hmm? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said that. Said when the mind is contaminated, then it's very difficult to remember Krishna. So I advise that you should try to be careful on this. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the mind.
Mm,
And you'll be in big trouble. You can see here the thing here. You want to read?
mm. When one eats food offered by a materialistic man, one's mind becomes contaminated, and when the mind is contaminated, one is unable to think of Krishna properly.
You read the purport.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur suggests that people who are materialistically inclined and sahajiyas, or so-called Vaishnavas who take everything very casually, are both Vishyasis or materialists. Eating food offered by them causes contamination, and as a result of such contamination, even a serious devotee becomes like a materialistic man. There are 6 kinds of association: giving charity, accepting food, offering food, talking confidentially, and inquiring confidentially. One should very carefully avoid associating with both the, both the Sahajiyas, who are sometimes known as Vaishnavas, and the non-Vaishnavas or Avaishnavas. Their association changes the transcendental devotional service of Lord Krishna into sense gratification. And when sense gratification enters the mind of a devotee, he is contaminated. The materialistic person who aspires after sense gratification cannot properly think of Krishna.
You understand?
Yes.
Hmm?
Mm.
You can read on.
When one accepts an invitation from a person contaminated by the material mode of passion, the person who offers the food and the person who accepts it are both mentally contaminated.
See, that's why you should be very cautious, trying to, if you want to strengthen your mind, that is, to purify the mind, then this is the process, no?
Yeah. Yes, I see now, Prabhu.
Yeah, and if you don't be careful with with the food, then the mind will become polluted, and
Mm,
you'll have a lot of difficulty trying to chant your rounds and keeping up the spiritual discipline.
mm.
Hmm?
Yeah, I definitely feel a difference when eating outside food stuff.
You are eating outside food?
Sometimes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So you try to avoid that, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, it will be a struggle spiritually.
Right.
You'll have a lot of what we say uh, challenges.
Mm,
Mind will become very formidable. So, as they say, commonly, you are what you eat.
mm-hmm.
That's why devotees usually they avoid eating food cooked by non-devotees. Because non-devotees are always, in the mode of passion.
Mm.
It's very careful. Hmm?
Yes, I will definitely be more careful, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hmm. Any other inquiries?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada.
Same to all glories to Prabhupada.
So, Prabhuji, the question is we have read in Srimad Bhagavatam, especially in the fourth canto, the Prajapatis and Lord Siva, that episode. So, in that, we have read in purport also, Prabhupada says that, we have to, Lord Siva is like coming from Lord Vishnu, we have to think him as a supreme Lord. And other side in 12th canto, you have shown us that sloka, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, that sloka that, he's the greatest Vaishnava, Sarva Loka Maheshwara. Sorry, that he's the um, Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. So, what exactly these two similar statements is, Prabhu?
Well, Lord Shiva is no doubt an expansion of Krishna like yogurt and milk. That is explained many times, no?
Yeah,
So, but his role uh, as a demigod, he can only give you material benefit, you see.
I see.
So we advise not to worship demigods.
Okay.
If you want to go to him as a Vaishnava, then you must go to his current link in the sampradaya. Just like we want to go to Brahma, we go to the current link, that is Prabhupada, no?
Yes.
So similarly, if you want to go into his sampradaya, then in the Vishnu Swami sampradaya, you must go to the current link.
I see.
So you cannot go and say, okay, Lord Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava, therefore I'll worship him. This is speculation.
I see.
Nobody say you cannot offer respect, that we offer respect even to an ant. But trying to go to Lord Shiva and think that he's the greatest devotee and trying to worship him and all, you are going against the teachings,
Oh, okay.
and then you will get into trouble.
I see.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you have to follow the instruction of the acharyas, You cannot try to do devotional service on your own mental speculation. It will not,
Oh,
no?
yes.
You want to read this?
Yes. A pure devotee must not cherish any desire other than to serve Krishna. He should not offer worship to the demigods or to mundane personalities. He should not cultivate artificial knowledge, which is devoid of Krishna consciousness, and he should not engage himself in anything other than Krishna conscious activities. One must engage all one's purified senses in the service of the Lord. This is the favorable execution of Krishna conscious activities.
So you see here,
Yes,
huh?
yes,
Cannot try to speculate, no? For Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. What's harm in worshipping him? Huh?
I see.
You follow?
Yes,
Our system of worship is to follow the thing that has been given by our Prabhupada. You cannot try to invent your own system, You must acharya upasanam. You must follow in the footsteps of the acharya.
yes.
Is there anywhere that Prabhupada was worshipping Lord Shiva or he encouraged us to worship Lord Shiva?
No, no, Prabhuji.
So why we want to do all these things?
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, Prabhuji. And
So,
Prabhuji, one sloka you have given us in some other class that spiritual master is the representative of demigods, or some, like, not representative, but it's that when you worship spiritual master, then you don't have to worship any demigods. That type of verses you have shown us one time, Prabhu, if you know.
it says that the spiritual master is sum and substance of the demigods, no?
Yeah.
So here,
Yes. One should know the acharyas as myself and never respect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. Okay, Prabhuji. Got it.
hmm.
Yeah.
Therefore we have to learn how to go to Krishna through the help of the spiritual master.
Yes.
Not that we learn a few things and try to think that we now know how to do our way. That's not the way, no?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
We always be dependent on the spiritual master.
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhu. Yes.
When you try to be more than spiritual master, then you're going to get into a lot of trouble.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm. Because Krishna is not interested in us.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna only is interested in his devotees, pure devotees.
Yes.
Huh?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in everyone's heart as the Super Soul, sells himself to his devotees such as Narad Muni. In other words, the Lord gives pure love to such devotees and gives himself to those who love him purely. Great self-realized mystic yogis such as the four Kumaras also derive great transcendental bliss from realizing the super soul within themselves. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So if Krishna sells to his pure devotee, I don't know, unless you are a pure devotee, I cannot question that. Huh?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is best to follow a person like Prabhupada, you know.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And if we say don't do this, then you try to do it, then you're going to ask for trouble, no?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? Because Krishna has nothing to do with us, no? Hmm?
Yes.
Krishna says here, I've got nothing to do. Huh?
Yes. All through these two young men are the sons of very rich Kuera, and I have nothing to do with them. Devarishi Narada is very dear and affectionate devotee, and therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes. Got it, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So our only hope is Prabhupada, no?
Yes.
When you try to go beyond him, then you're asking for trouble.
Yes.
What's happening in ISKCON, they all think they know better than Prabhupada. They think he's an ordinary person.
Yes. Correct. Correct, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
I got it, Prabhuji. You know, this answer was really good. That Prabhupada is our spiritual master. Is the representative of all the demigods, and we should not have to do any something this type of puja and all that. But in ISKCON, this situation is going on, especially the demigods worship. Nowadays is very much going on, and they are nowadays the young. I mean the our generation people are much confused because they don't know uh, that what is actually right and wrong.
They're misguided
Yes, Prabhu.
because the leaders have failed. There are no more guiding people, there are no more preaching the Vaishnava philosophy.
Yes, correct, Prabhuji. Like here only you just show me the verses, and in that it's clearly written. So I mean we don't have to do some like so many people are doing some Mahashivratri in ISKCON. And when I was there in ISKCON 2010 something, they also told me to do that, fasting on Shivratri, and they fasting till 12 o'clock and something Maharti or something that. So actually, I was asking this question on from that point of view.
Yeah, of course, you do something that is not authorized,
Yes,
get only doubts and confusion, no?
yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. It doesn't mean that you go and worship Shiva, he will give you love of God, you know. Hello?
Yes.
Understand?
But
Lord,
yeah, they are also saying like that, Prabhu, that Lord Siva, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Jharkhand, when he go from South India to Vrindavan, he says that Mahaprabhu was pay obeisances in temple, Lord Siva temple, something like that incident, Prabhu. I don't know, Prabhu. I'm just clarifying.
yeah, he goes into all the Shiva temple and he comes out making all of them Krishna devotees.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes, yes.
He's going in to preach, no? He will go anywhere to preach, no?
Yeah. Got it, Prabhu.
Hmm. It doesn't mean that he goes to the Lord Shiva temple. That means what? He is now worshipping Lord Shiva.
No, not like that, Prabhu. Yes,
So you need an acharya to explain, you know.
yes,
Because all this kind of thing can be confusing, no?
yes,
Hmm. You cannot understand the mind of a great personality.
yes,
Cannot imitate, you have to follow.
yes.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Got it, Prabhuji.
The problem when they learn a few things, they think they know everything, you know.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes,
And because in ISKCON they have offended Prabhupada, therefore they're making a mess,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mm. Any other questions?
Prabhu, there are 4 authorized sampradayas, right? Why are there 4, not just one authorized sampradaya?
Because Krishna has set it up like that. What to do? Why not just have one and just forget about all the others, no?
Yeah, everybody follow one single thing.
Mm. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came.
Hmm.
He has made the 4 sampradayas into one,
Hmm.
He has taken all the best things from the sampradaya,
Hmm.
given to us. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
In
So is there a Madhvacharya sampradaya different from Gaudiya Madhva sampradaya, or both are same?
now there's a different sampradaya.
Hmm.
There's sampradaya, Madhva sampradaya is there in Udupi,
Hmm.
It's different,
But that's also authorized.
Yeah.
So which
Therefore,
means there are more than 4 authorized then,
hmm?
sub-branches.
What?
There'll be more than 4 authorized sampradayas.
No, only 4. There are only 4,
Hmm.
There's only 4 sampradaya. There's no 5th sampradaya, no?
No, what I meant was if Madhva sampradaya is counted separately from Gaudiya, Brahma Gaudiya Madhva sampradaya, or both are same. If it's different, that means it's more than 4, right?
Yeah, there's only 4 and their philosophy may be slightly different,
Okay, so some small changes.
Yeah, for example, Ramanuja Sampradaya in their own reverent platform.
Hmm.
So there are differences like that. So here I can show you.
So in each of the sampradayas, if they don't follow the parampara, if they have deviated from the parampara, that means it's no longer authorized, right?
What's that again?
In all the 4 sampradayas, if they don't follow the last parampara in that disciplic succession, that means they won't be authorized.
Just like our society,
Hmm.
you don't follow what is given by Prabhupada, then what is the position?
No longer authorized.
Hmm.
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhu. Yeah.
You cannot try to go into the sampradaya and do something strange,
Yes, Prabhu.
Right now.
So, Prabhuji, we can speak like boldly in front of them, or like their some disciples. They are saying we are feeling we are doing offend, but I don't think we are feeling offend. I mean, we are not doing any offend towards them. I mean, we are just correcting them, right, Prabhu? If I'm not wrong.
If it is an offense, if you are doing an offense, they have to show you how it is offensive. Hmm?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, Prabhu.
correct.
Yes.
if you call a thief, Prabhupada said that's not a problem.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct.
Yes.
If you find out the man is a thief and you tell everybody, is that an offense?
No.
Hmm? Correct.
Yes.
Hmm?
Prabhu, in that sense, I have one question. So in Kali Yuga, they're like most of them are like so many people in so many organizations now in disguise. Unfortunately, we're all like people who are sincere. We're all struggling, but people who are actually thieves, they're all enjoying like anything. How do we understand that, Prabhu?
Well, in spiritual life, it's not the material status that is uh, given preference, Hmm?
Hmm.
The real thing is, as Prabhupada says here, you want to read this?
We have actually seen that one of the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura wanted to enjoy the property of his spiritual master, and the spiritual master, being merciful toward him, gave him the temporary property but not the power to preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. That special mercy of the power to preach is given to a devotee who does not want anything material from his spiritual master but wants only to serve him.
So you understand?
Mhm.
Hmm? So the real benefit is that if you get the power to preach, no?
Mm,
What is the use of trying to see getting yourself enjoying the property of the Guru?
mm.
Huh? Is that a very good thing?
It's not a good thing, Prabhu, but we at least like need something to start with, right? Or
That you have to pray to Krishna,
mm,
correct?
mm,
Prabhupada also, it took so many years before he actually started, no?
mm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Not that today I start chanting and tomorrow I get a big movement, no?
Mm,
Huh?
mm,
Krishna has to make arrangement, no?
mm,
Especially spiritual things, right?
mm.
Hmm?
Will Krishna test everyone based on their sincerity? Then he will award at the end.
Naturally, he wants to see whether you are really serious about it or not.
Mm,
Correct?
mm,
You're not serious, then how you will, only to make you more serious and surrendered. Even Prabhupada also went through a lot of tests, no?
mm.
Right? Why Krishna didn't take the ship? He could have just flown to New York, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right? Why?
Mm.
So he become glorified by taking the ship. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to see in that way,
Mm,
Otherwise, you will become very depressed when you see, oh, I am trying to do and nothing is coming. All the others are getting so many facilities. Huh?
mm.
Yeah, I should just give up and go, no?
Yes, Prabhu. But there is a fear like in the heart, like, okay, when we are young only we're not able to do, and when we become old, what will we be able to do anything, any service to Krishna?
Prabhupada started when he was old, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Mm.
Young or old doesn't matter, no?
Mm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should learn how to surrender like that.
Mm.
If Krishna wants to make it happen or not make it happen is his choice, no?
Mm.
Correct? Just because he doesn't make it happen, I should give up.
No.
If we chant in the morning, the Sikshataka prayer, the last one, what he says?
Mm-hmm. Aslishya padaratam pinastu mama adarshanan marmagatam karotu va yata tata va vidadatu lampato mat prananadastu sayavana praha. Krishna is my Lord, whether he handles me roughly or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me.
So, correct?
It's true.
Yes or not?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm. Prabhu, knowing this is like, I mean, even I somehow I find that difficult to accept that, Prabhu. Somehow I go into depression on this. I'm trying to get out of it, but
Yes, if you are very much result orientated, then you will always become depressed, no?
hmm.
But if you surrender to Krishna and leave the result to him,
Hmm.
you will not become, you will not get into this problem. Hmm?
I understand that, Prabhu, but my mind somehow it has been programmed like that from birth. Like anything we see with the result, I know with the intelligence, but somehow I'm getting trapped into that again and again.
So we should try to, that's why Krishna is not giving result, because you are very much attached to this, no?
Mm.
You learn how to become detached, then Krishna will automatically understand you are making advancement and then he will give you.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes, true. I want to learn, but somehow I don't know how to practically do that. I'm really stuck there,
He is
bro.
putting you into the task, no? Krishna is very
Yes, true.
practical, no?
Yes, true.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's how he works anyway. I'm so old already, I'm going to be, and still you see how much our society is to struggle everywhere. Hmm?
Mm.
So does it mean that because we are struggling, we are wrong or something?
No.
Hmm?
Prabhu, I have also like Mataji's like a same question. I mean, you are very young in 80s, and that time you are very committed. You have done lot of thing in Singapore. In Singapore, there was a very difficult times to preach. How you manage your mind and how you have strong faith towards Prabhupada? Can you please explain us?
Hmm. Actually, I had no time to think of all that. I was so busy doing my work.
Hmm.
Yes.
I didn't kind of worry about what's going to happen and all that. Krishna just made me busy.
Oh.
That's very nice answer, Prabhu.
But some of the you feel bad also, Prabhu, because you bring to Krishna and these so-called gurus taken the man whatever you have preached, in Singapore.
Well, I guess, if you surrender to Krishna, then Krishna says, I guide my devotee. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Krishna opens the door and Krishna leads you to one thing after the other.
I
Hmm.
see. Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference, if you just kind of depend on Krishna and Guru, and you want to please him, and you try to serve him. Because if you're trying to serve the results, then that's another thing. So just like Jatayu, she went to fight with Ravana and he was killed. And when Ram saw him, he said, "I'm sorry, Ram, I failed." And Ram said, "No, because you have given your life to me, you are successful." Hmm?
Yes.
So
Got it. Got it.
that is the thing, no? Because you are doing devotional service, and if Krishna doesn't give you result, but you are still doing devotional service, huh?
Yes.
So there's no question of failure, no?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So we should see like that, no? Of course, everybody wants very good results. Who don't want? But then that is up to Krishna, no?
Yes.
Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhu, in this one, like, we don't want result also, Prabhu, like, not able to completely engage in the service of the Lord. That is the painful part.
So
Like,
that is good because the devotee should always think himself fallen, I am not able to do my service, But by thinking like that, you become very happy inside. Hmm? Right or not? Hmm? Because Krishna is in the heart, When he is pleased, then you also become pleased. Correct?
mhm,
So this is a science, Just like Ajamil, he was a failure, but in the last moment he chanted Narayana and he became successful. Hmm?
mhm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should try to think like that, That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you are entitled to the work but not the result, no?
Mhm.
Karmana eva dikaraste ma paleshu kadachana.
Shukadachi. Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should understand this like that, no? Hmm? When you're thinking that, no, I'm doing this, I'm sure Krishna will make us, and like that. Of course, we are also very hopeful. Huh?
Hmm.
But if the result is not coming, then what we should do?
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna is not unkind, Krishna knows best, Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. At least he's given us some service. Hmm? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So a person who is thinking like this, then is not very advanced. He is always thinking, give me results, give me results. It's
Mhm.
like demigod worship also, they go there asking,
Mhm.
right?
Prabhu, we are not expecting like any results in terms of material terms, but say, for example, giving up the entire life for Krishna and surrendering to, I mean, then we'll be like at least know that we are serving the Lord. Now we don't know whether we are able to, we are serving the Lord. And in that way, it is like putting us in like, oh, is Krishna accepting us is as a devotee even? Is Krishna accepting even as a devotee?
This is the problem because you have to start thinking about not Krishna, you have to think about Guru.
Mm.
If you start thinking about Krishna, we cannot go to Krishna. Just now I said already, Krishna is not interested in nothing to do with us.
Mhm.
Our only connection is through the spiritual master.
Yes. Mhm.
And if we understand that we have to really please him, then yes.
Mhm.
But you
Mhm.
try to jump over Guru and go to Krishna, then this is how you will feel.
Mhm.
So you have to change that, Try to think about how to please our spiritual master. And how to do that. So you have to take directions. Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So there's now the Madhava, from the Madhava sampradaya, he accepted two essential things, One is complete defeat of the Mayavadi philosophy and his service to the deity of Krishna, accepting the deity as an eternal spiritual being. From the Ramanuja Sampradaya, I will accept the great teaching, the concept of bhakti unpolluted by karma, and Gyan, Ananya Bhakti, and service to the devotees, Bhakta Jana Seva. From the Vishnu Swami teaching, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sentiment of exclusive dependence on Krishna, Tadiya Sarvasya Bhava, and the path of Raga Bhakti, spontaneous devotional service. And from the Nimbaka, he received two excellent principles, the necessity of taking shelter of Radha, Ekanta Radhika Asraya, and the high esteem of the gopis' love for Krishna, Gopi Bhava. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted this from each of the two sampradayas.
Prabhu, which verse is this?
This is from, I think I got it from the Navadip Mahatmya, I think.
Oh, okay.
So this is very important to understand, how he kind of united all the sampradayas. And it is a fact, if you don't accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's very difficult to make advancement in Kali Yuga, And you see the other sampradayas, pretty much many of them have fallen down, no? They're drinking coffee, tea, onion, garlic, worshipping demigods. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, in Sri Sampradaya, right now they are worshipping all demigods. Is there a particular sect in Sri Sampradaya who are strictly following the Sampradaya?
Actually, if you go to the Ramanuja Sampradaya and if you worship demigod, they will reject you, Not that they worship demigod. If you worship demigod in Vaishnava Sampradaya, you will be rejected,
Yes.
So we have to understand this properly from the help of an acharya, So the acharya, Ramanuja acharya, downline is all gone. So people become, what we say, contaminated, Because demigod worship gives immediate result, no? Right? And people are result orientated, so they go, Shiva, you will give immediately what you want. So people will become what? Contaminated. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's a fall down. So therefore we have to become very careful on these points, Especially
Yes,
if they
Prabhu.
come from the Hindu background, worship of demigod is very prominent in their lives, no? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to become free from this contamination. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvas Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hmm.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you.
Hmm.
First of all, Prabhuji, thanks a lot. Such a wonderful Rath Yatra celebration. This wouldn't have been possible without Srila Prabhupada's mercy and Lord Jagannath's mercy and all the, hard work from you and all the other, devotees from Singapore. I mean, this has been going from last 34 years. Am I right, Prabhuji? And that too in a country like Singapore.
Yeah, it's going on for so many years, trying to set it up.
Yeah.
No? And now it is on the streets of Singapore. It's quite a achievement.
Right. I saw all the pictures and videos shared by devotees and you, Prabhuji, on that in a group chat. And it's a wonderful celebration.
Should try to come.
Yeah. This year I missed Prabhuji. Next year is definitely, I'm coming. This was, the second quarter was some problem in our IT side, so couldn't come. But yes, next year, I know Sham Saru Prabhu will also come. He said, I promised. So we will be there.
It's be nice. It's actually will be a big booster, just like that Subhadra and Sham came last year, no?
Yeah.
They were highly impressed. I think you can ask
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. No, actually, I asked them, Prabhuji, and they were sharing all their experience actually of last year's Rath Yatra. And every year it's, going great actually.
See, when they have Prabhupada wanted to do festivals so that all devotees can come together, no?
Yeah.
Because all of us are either, mostly all individuals and we are struggling in our different temples in our own, what do we say, areas. So we tend to sometimes, as she was rightly pointing out, getting little demoralized, no? But when you
Right, Prabhuji.
in these big festivals, and then you get immediately very much inspired, no?
Yes, that's right.
Mm.
And it was covered by so many media channels actually. That's really great.
Because Indians, they appreciate something, their culture, which is done outside India.
Yes.
They're very happy to kind of witness such a thing. Just like we all became impressed with Prabhupada for starting the movement outside India, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right, Prabhuji.
But inside our country, we are not bothered, no? Huh?
Yeah.
There's a difference, no?
Yes.
So all the mercy on Prabhupada. Because of him,
Yes, it is. It is.
I don't think we could have come this far, no?
Yes.
So mercy of Guru is so essential.
Yes, it is. It is, Prabhuji. Now I can understand. Yes.
It was
So
impossible in Singapore. And the authorities, they didn't want the Hare Krishna here.
yes,
Now
Prabhuji.
we have gone public with all our big festivals and chariots and all. So this is an achievement from impossible
It's a
to.
it's a very big achievement, Prabhuji.
It also shows no how anyone who serves Prabhupada cannot fail, no?
Yes. That's an example. Yes. Prabhuji, I have a question which normally, generally, in our friend circle, people ask when I try to preach, how to prove this concept of reincarnation scientifically. for these materialistic people. And if you can give some reference of or some verses from the scriptures, Prabhuji, I can note it down, because they think that, just one lifetime, enjoy as much as possible. Who knows whether in the next life they will come as a dog or, cat.
So the Bhagavatam is giving all these answers, Krishna starts it off with this verse, no?
Yeah, let me look at it.
Krishna says here, it's a second verse.
BG 230. Okay. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's right, Prabhuji. Yep. That's a very important verse.
Then how more it is explained here also?
These people, they say, Prabhu, anyway, I'll not remember anything. So it doesn't matter what body I get. I'll enjoy that
Exactly.
body. And that's how
Yeah,
people are.
right.
So you can read this?
It's 15.8. The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Okay, that's also, yes. Yeah, 15.8. Yeah, 50. Yeah, the living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped above the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Prabhuji, these are the words from the scriptures. But, I just couple of days back, I was trying to search something
Wait,
scientifically which they can understand on internet, Google. And there is a
can you read?
scientist,
Can you read this verse?
Yeah. Okay, 15.10. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the moods of the nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. That's
Huh?
right. BG
So
15.
how you will understand all these things,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Correct. So a fool is an animal. So you expect animal to understand all this?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. That's right, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
No, Prabhuji, what, because they said scientifically. So I heard there was when I was doing this research, there was a scientist, Ian Stevenson, I think, who started this research on the reincarnation. I think somebody paid I think in 1970s or something, somebody paid $1 million to do this research. And there are a lot of cases on the reincarnation, which people can, tell their, they remember their, previous lives. So at least that is, at least on the scientific level, right? If they want to see some proof, right?
You see, you want to see truth, you cannot try to see through your material senses,
Mm-hmm.
Go and surrender to a pure devotee to understand these things. Huh?
Correct. That's right.
You try to go and speculate and just check things out. Krishna will bewilder your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So far he said, you go and surrender to a self-realized soul, inquire from him submissively, and that way he will impart the knowledge to you. Hmm?
Yeah.
So all these scientists and all these people, they cannot understand. They are bewildered.
Yes.
You follow?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
He
Yes.
said to Arjuna, because you are my devotee and my friend, therefore you can understand this secret, no? Huh? Krishna is
Yes.
obligated to tell this to everybody and anybody, Why? Huh? You understand? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hmm. So you must surrender. If you surrender, then only, yes, all these things will be revealed to you. That's why I say, but one whose eyes are trained in knowledge, then he can see.
Yeah.
You are not trained in knowledge, how you can see? What is a
So
cheap
even
thing?
if you show the verses, they won't be able to understand so easily
What?
unless they are trained.
Yeah, this says here in this verse.
Yeah. Yeah. This translation clearly says that.
Yeah, but one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. So you need to have training.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Get trained. You have to go and surrender to a pure devotee. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Understand? The whole thing is designed that unless you surrender to Krishna, you cannot understand all these things. Huh? Krishna says, yeah. You want to reach?
Yeah. Yeah. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unbound and inexhaustible.
So all this
Yes.
knowledge,
7.
they will not be revealed to these people who are foolish and unintelligent. Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
You understand? He can be the top brains in the world, but because he's not a devotee, then he cannot understand. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So by the mercy of a pure devotee, only this thing is possible. Yeah? See?
Dear Lord, unless one worships the lotus feet of great devotees, one will be conquered by the illusory energy, and his intelligence will be bewildered. Indeed, who has not been carried away by the waves of material enjoyment, which are like poison, your illusory energy is unconquerable. No one can see the path of this material energy or tell how it is working. Makes sense, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes. Unless you worship the lotus feet of great devotees. Yes.
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So therefore, Krishna says, because you are my devotee and a soul surrendered to me, therefore you can understand this. Hmm? So he's asking me another question just now. When the body is gone, everything is finished. So how we will know? Huh? The result of whatever living entity does in this life, I enjoyed in the next life.
Yes.
So
Good.
the expert knows the Vedic conclusion say that one enjoys or suffers the result of his past activities. But practically it is seen that the body that performed the work in the last birth is already lost. So So how is it possible to enjoy or suffer the reaction of that work in a different body? Yes? You asked this
Yes,
question.
Prabhuji.
What's his name?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah.
Sham was asking this question just now.
Yeah.
Yes,
In
Prabhu.
reference to,
Understood.
yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
The great say, you want to read?
The great sage Narada continued, the living entity acts in a gross body in this life. This body is forced to act by the subtle body composed of mind, intelligence, and ego. After the gross body is lost, the subtle body is still there to enjoy or suffer. Thus, there is no change.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So the subtle body is always with you. You get the same mind, same intelligence, and same ego.
Hmm.
That will go with you when you die. Your gross body will be terminated, but the subtle
Yeah.
body will go with the soul.
Hmm.
Understand? Huh?
Hmm.
So, Prabhuji, the
Yes.
soul resides in the subtle body, or the subtle body is different than the soul? Subtle body is just the mind, intelligence, and ego, right?
Subtle body is different from the soul. The soul is spiritual, but this is
Okay.
material.
Okay.
You want to read?
The living entity, while dreaming, gives up the actual living body. Though through the activities of his mind and intelligence, he acts in another body, either as a god or a dog. After giving up this gross body, the living entity enters either an animal body or a demigod's body on this planet or on another planet. He thus enjoys the results of the actions of his past life.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes.
The living entity labors under the bodily conception of I am this, I am that, my duty is this, and therefore I shall do it. These are all mental impressions, and all these activities are temporary. Nonetheless, by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the living entity gets a chance to execute all his mental concoctions. Thus, he gets another body.
You see how this works?
Yeah,
Yes.
most people they're under that impression. Oh, this is life. This is how it will go. I'm enjoying. I'm suffering. Everything that's part of life. They say.
Yeah, because they got no answers, no?
Yeah.
Right.
One can understand the mental or conscious position of a living entity by the activities of two kinds of senses, the knowledge acquiring senses and the executive senses. Similarly, by the mental condition or consciousness of a person, one can understand his position in the previous life. Yes, Prabhu.
So this is how we have to understand.
Sometimes we suddenly experience something that are never experienced in the present body by sight or hearing. Sometimes we see such things suddenly in dreams. Therefore, my dear king, the living entity who has a subtle mental covering develops all kinds of thoughts and images because of his previous body. Take this from me as certain. There is no possibility of concocting anything mentally without having perceived it in the previous body. Oh, okay.
You understand?
So people say deja vu and all that is all basically memories of previous.
Yes. So because you are registered, in your mind, suppose you have been a bird flying, so it comes out in your dream that you're flying, no?
Hmm.
Unless you
Okay.
think through that, how you can have experience? Yes? Yes or not? Hello?
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Yes.
O King, all good fortune unto you. The mind is the cause of the living entities attaining a certain type of body in accordance with his association with material nature. According to one's mental composition, one can understand what the living entity was in his past life as well as what kind of body he will have in the future. Thus, the mind indicates the past and the future bodies.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So you see, Narada is explaining.
Sometimes in a dream we see something never experienced or heard of in this life. But all these incidents have been experienced at different times in different places and in different conditions.
Hmm. So it's so many lifetimes, all these are stored inside our mind, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people,
Okay.
when we ask about the dreams, right, they say, oh, they see dreams where they are flying in the air.
Hmm? See, when you experience this thing, it is not like one dimension.
Hmm.
Hmm? When you
Hmm.
are, say, you're dreaming, you're flying, you can actually feel yourself flying. You see the air movement and everything. Understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct? So how you get that kind of realization unless you have been through that in some kind of life before?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes. Prabhu.
Hmm. So therefore, we have to understand how all this is working, no? Well, it says in the next verse.
The mind of the living entity continues to exist in various cross bodies, and according to one's desires for sense gratification, the mind records different thoughts. In the mind, these appear together in different combinations. Therefore, these images sometimes appear as things never seen or never heard before. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you can read the whole chapter. Narada is.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is very scientific. Hmm?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Yes. So many verses. Yes. Now,
Hmm?
make a note of all the verses.
You can carry on reading. There's so many, the whole chapter.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Answering this question. So try to understand, if only if you are a devotee, then these things all will become very clear. But if you are not a devotee, then very difficult, to understand all these things.
Right.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Not that Krishna is obligated to tell you and all this, it's not possible. Krishna say, unless you surrender, how you will know?
Hmm.
He's a very expert magician, he can cover your brains, no?
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hmm. What to speak, even you are a devotee also, if you don't associate with a proper person, all these things also you will not know. Huh?
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Although you may be reading, why you don't know? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
You need to associate with people who are advanced, then they can show you.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Any other questions? Hmm? Anyone else anything to add? Hmm? Can read again. Read on.
Krishna consciousness means constantly associating with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in such a mental state that the devotees can observe the cosmic manifestation exactly as the Supreme Personality of Godhead does. Such observation is not always possible, but it becomes manifest exactly like the dark planet known as Rahu, which is observed in the presence of the full moon.
Hmm.
As long as there exists a subtle material body composed of intelligence, mind, senses, sense objects, and the reactions of the material qualities, the consciousness of false identification and its relative objective, the gross body, exists as well.
See?
Yes, Prabhu. When the living entity is in deep sleep, when he faints, when there is some great shock on account of severe loss at the time of death, or when the body temperature is very high, the movement of the life air is arrested. At that time, the living entity loses knowledge of identifying the body with the self. It will start hallucinating, right?
Yeah, because you're in big shock, no?
Hmm. When one is a youth, all the 10 senses and the mind are completely visible. However, in the mother's womb or in the boyhood state, the sense organs and the mind remain covered, just as the full moon is covered by the darkness of the dark moon night.
Hmm.
When the living entity dreams, the sense objects are not actually present. However, because one has associated with the sense objects, they become manifest. Similarly, the living entity with undeveloped sense does not cease to exist materially, even though he may not be exactly in contact with the sense objects. The five sense objects, the five sense organs, the five knowledge acquiring senses, and the mind are the 16 material expansions. These combine with the living entity and are influenced by the three modes of material nature. Thus, the existence of the conditioned soul is understood. By virtue of the processes of the subtle body, the living entity develops and gives up gross bodies. This is known as transmigration of the soul. Thus, the soul becomes subjected to different types of so called enjoyment, lamentation, fear, happiness, and unhappiness. The caterpillar transforms itself from one leaf to another by capturing one leaf before giving up the other. Similarly, according to his previous work, the living entity must capture another body before giving up the one he has. This is because the mind is the reservoir of all kind of desires.
Hmm. I suggest you read the purport all, huh?
Yes, bro. As long as we desire to enjoy sense gratification, we create material activities. When the living entity acts in the material field, he enjoys the senses, and while enjoying the senses, he creates another series of material activities. In this way, the living entity becomes entrapped as a conditioned soul.
Yes?
Yes. You should always know that this cosmic manifestation is created, maintained, and annihilated by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, everything within the cosmic manifestation is under the control of the Lord. To be enlightened by this perfect knowledge, one should always engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord.
So unless you are in devotional service, through the help of a spiritual master, it is impossible to understand all this.
We'll not even know that such a thing exists also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see how Krishna is very cleverly hidden all this.
Yes.
That's why Krishna says, unless you are my devotee and friend, you cannot understand these things.
Yes.
Yes. So is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
The foolish, they cannot understand these things. Therefore, they will continue in the cycle of birth and death. They don't believe in reincarnation, they won't believe in anything. They're saying this life is only once, enjoy as much as you like.
Yeah, you live only once.
Correct? Foolish. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept humble obeisances of Lord Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So I have a question, Prabhu. I think your last two lectures were amazing, Prabhu, which are there in ISKM TV. So I have a question from one of the lectures. So in that lecture, Prabhu, you had actually mentioned that if you don't have the spiritual master, it will be 100 times difficult to progress. What is that verse, Prabhu?
What's that again?
You said if you don't have a spiritual master, then the spiritual life or advancing will be 100 times difficult, and something in that lines. You said
You will encounter unlimited problems, no?
Yes, Prabhu. This one? Okay. The mind is like an impetus force that even persons who have regulated their senses and breath cannot control. Those in this world who try to tame the uncontrolled mind, but who abandon the feet of their spiritual master, encounter hundreds of obstacles in their cultivation of various distressful practices. O unborn Lord, they are like merchants on a boat in the ocean who have failed to employ a helmsman. Yes, Prabhu, this is the one, I think. Yeah.
You see how if you don't have a guru, you will have only problems, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
See?
To understand these things properly, one must humbly approach with firewood in hand a spiritual master who is learned in the Vedas and firmly devoted to the absolute truth. Yes, Prabhu. This realization, my dear boy, cannot be acquired by logic. It must be spoken by an exceptionally qualified spiritual master to a knowledgeable disciple. Disciple also should be knowledgeable, Prabhu.
Can't speak, teach a fool, no? Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see, when you go and do pranayam and all that, they teaching about meditation and all.
Uh-huh.
You know.
The minds of non-devotees who engage in such practices as pranayama are not fully cleansed of material desires. Thus, O king, material desires are again seen to arise in their minds.
Meditation and all is a waste of time. No?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
On the other hand, a humble, steadfast devotee of Lord Vishnu and of the Vaishnava is assured of easy victory over the stubborn mind. He need not concern himself with performing the eightfold system of yoga or taking other such measures to keep his mind steady. Sarvam chaitat gurau bhaktya purushohi anjasa jayed. Oh, a person can easily obtain all these goals simply by being devoted to his spiritual master. Otherwise, a non-devotee may conquer his senses and vital air and still fail to tame his mind, which will continue to run wild like an unbroken horse. He will suffer unending anxiety over the troublesome execution of various spiritual practices, and in the end, he will remain just as lost in the vast material ocean as he ever was. The analogy given here is very appropriate. A group of merchants who hastily enter upon a sea voyage with expectations of great profit, but who fail to hire a competent helmsman for their boat will simply experience great difficulty. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. The Bhagavatam declares the importance of the bona fide spiritual master in many places, such as this verse from the 11th Canto, 2017. The human body, which can award all benefit in life, is automatically obtained by the laws of nature, although it is a very rare achievement. This human body can be compared to a perfectly constructed boat having the spiritual master as the captain and the instructions of the personality of Godhead as favorable winds, impelling it on its course. Considering all these advantages, a human being who does not utilize his human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. Therefore, the first business of one who takes human life seriously is to find out a spiritual master who can guide him in Krishna consciousness. Yes, Prabhu. Sridhar Swami prays, O transcendently blissful Guru, when my mind finally achieves a place at your lotus feet, all the tiresome labor of my spiritual practices will be finished. Wow. And by your mercy, I will experience the greatest happiness.
So you see how the process of spiritual life,
Yes, Prabhu.
Without Guru, you cannot go back to God. That's not possible.
Yes, Prabhu.
As you will never give up your false ego, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
That is true.
With ego, how to go to Krishna? Not possible, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to learn. That's why even Rupa Goswami says the first thing is to surrender to a spiritual master, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him, obeying the orders of spiritual master with faith and devotion, following in the footsteps of great acharyas under the directions of spiritual master.
See?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the guideline, no? So if you don't want to take shelter, then very difficult now.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, some people say, yes, I've taken Prabhupada, I've taken Prabhupada. Can you go and, tell a woman, no, we don't get married, but we will stay together, no problem. We are husband and wife. You think the woman will accept?
No,
Hello?
Prabhu.
Ah, understand?
Yes.
We are committed, no. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to learn to understand this. If you don't want to surrender, then it's like window shopping,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Prabhu. Window shopping, yeah.
The next line is even more good. Those who are executing these preliminary duties is qualified to relish Srimad Bhagavatam.
Otherwise, you cannot understand Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you cannot try to do your will, that's not possible. This is the problem with the Indian, philosophy. Many of them say, oh, I don't require guru, no, I will go to God directly. Yeah, you can go to the demigods directly, that's no doubt about it. Huh? But if you go to Krishna,
Yes, Prabhu.
it's not possible otherwise, though. Anyway, we have a pure devotee as in Prabhupada. Why not go and take shelter of him?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct.
Yes. So, Prabhu, I have a follow-up question there. So, you brought very good points about, especially on the householders, Prabhu. So many verses were there on householders, how easy it is. So, in that, you brought in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Sikshataka. So, you mentioned that why did Prabhupada did not translate this word lampato? I think someone in the crowd they answered, but I don't know what was that answer, Prabhu. Could you please let us know the lampato in that Ashlishava Padaratam Pinashtuma?
Yeah,
You mentioned
means, womanizer,
Oh.
So Krishna is a womanizer, no? So even though you're a womanizer, I still have complete faith and devotion in you,
Oh, okay.
And that is, of course, unless you understand what Krishna is doing with all the gopis, you may get
That's
around with the translation of that word, no?
Yeah.
So therefore, Prabhupada avoided translating that word, no?
Okay. Okay.
Otherwise, if this word, all the neophyte will be chanting, and then they will think, what is this, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So he has given that for proper understanding, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Gopi Bhava is the very highest thing. We cannot even go there to
Then
speculate
everybody
something.
will start thinking that I can go around and dance with all the gopis.
Yes, Prabhu.
So unless you advance, you will not know what the meaning of this word, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, but that surrender is, see how much Srimati Radharani is thinking. Even though you are going to all the other women, for a woman to for the man she loved to go to another woman is very, very painful in the heart, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah?
Yes.
Despite that, Krishna doing that, he will purposely go to some woman in front of her, upset.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
Though you do that, never mind. You are still my worshipable Lord. That means how much he surrendered to him.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is to show, what Krishna wants, how much he wants your love, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Nobody can compete, nobody can equal to her on that point, no?
Yes, Prabhu. No one, yeah. As you're explaining, I think I'm realizing now it's not an easy position. Vaishnava Aparadha. Yes, Prabhu. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. I still love you. It's not an ordinary position. Something doesn't happen in our life the way we want it. We are so upset.
Little chastisement, you already want to change camp,
Prabhu, sorry?
A little chastisement, you really want to change camp already.
Yes, Prabhu. That's true.
Yeah? Can you imagine how much Krishna pushes?
Wow.
So these are all examples for us to realize, no?
Correct, Prabhu.
It's not that Krishna will give you devotional service just like that,
Yes, Prabhu.
He says, anything else you want, I am prepared to give you. But my devotion to you, that,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Only on the order of Prabhupada we are getting some bhakti. Otherwise, there is no chance.
I don't know why you may have got the bhakti. I don't think I got nothing.
Krishna, yes, Prabhu. I agree. I don't even have any bhakti. Yeah.
Only hope is Krishna is Prabhupada, we just want to help us go back or not. That's all I know, boy. I don't know anything else but, by His mercy. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, I don't know about all of you, but for me, material world is a big struggle, though.
Prabhu, you are our inspiration, Prabhu.
So you see how Krishna, to get him, you have to really become very surrendered, though.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I think, in your last visit, Prabhu, one more thing I realized lately is one of the verses that you were showing is, for Krishna was saying, it doesn't matter, I'm not sure which verse was that. It says that it doesn't matter whether I'm in hell or if I don't go to Vaikuntha. Even if I'm in hell, I just need the association of your devotees. So that was pretty much strong, and especially in your US trip, Prabhu, I realized that fact that yes, it doesn't matter going back to Godhead, but just to serve wherever we are, we should be in the association of devotees.
That Lord Brahma is also saying like that, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
I have to take birth again, in another birth. I prefer to be taking birth in the house of a devotee,
Yes, Prabhu.
So for a devotee, he doesn't care anywhere, and as long as he can serve the Lord, he's very much inspired.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see how devotional service is so much, the ultimate, there's nothing more than that,
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to learn to understand this though.
Yes, Prabhu.
So fortunately,
Prabhu,
our spiritual master to help us.
yes, Prabhu. So Prabhu, when you're talking in that lecture about household, just one question that came up is, Prabhupada also says that when you become a married person, there's a 75% chance is lost of going back to Godhead. And if you're brahmachari, 25% chances that, no, 75% chances there, but if you become a grihasta, like, only 25% chances there. So we have to be 3 times more serious than the brahmacharis. I think one of the lectures, Tatvit Prabhu mentioned that. So 3 times more serious is like, frankly speaking, with our material jobs, Prabhu, we are not even able to reach to the level of brahmachari, how a full-time brahmachari is able to do. How we would become 3 times more serious, Prabhu, like.
Oh, you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made it simple, He told the Brahmin,
Uh-huh.
and Hare Krishna, and you preach Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Prabhu.
All, You just try to follow that, Whether we go back or not go back or whatever, that's not in our hands, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
At least I can just follow the instruction of the spiritual master and try to pray for his mercy, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
How do I know if I am a brahmachari, I'm going back? What the chances are there? I also don't know. Correct? Can I say for sure I'm going back? That's nonsense, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
So we just have to pray, to be humble. Like someone was going, he passed away recently and he said, I will see you there, we all will meet in the... Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
A dog or cat, you don't know. You want to say you're going back. This is Vishuddha Buddhi, contaminated consciousness.
Consciousness.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should learn how to see, humble way, like what's his name, Madhavendra Puri was saying, when will I get a chance to again be with you, He never say, I'm already with you. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu, you showed that. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
We have to be humble, whether we go back or not go back. It's like Brahma is saying, I don't know what birth I'm going to take, but let me, be as a worm, even in the house of a devotee. I'm very happy with that, you see.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this should be our mood, no? Not that we become overly confident like the Brahmin and the cobbler, no? And the story of the Brahmin and the cobbler, right?
Brahmin and the cobbler, yes, Narada Muni story. Yes, Prabhu, I know that. Yes.
So the Brahmin was so confident that he was going to go back.
Go back, yes.
The Lord told him he has got 100 births, and he was very upset with Narada. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we cannot try to think that, we are very smart, no.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be careful though. Humility, That simply, I am going back. I am so advanced. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Like the story of the Brahman, the Brahmana and the prostitute, no?
Brahman and the prostitute.
You don't know the story, huh? So the Brahman, he will do all his puja and then he will come out on the veranda and then he will look at the neighbor house where the prostitute was staying, And every
yes. Yes,
time
Prabhu.
one
Yes.
guy goes in, he will put one stone,
Oh.
Like this, he's keeping track of how many men go into a house, no? And
Yes,
the
Prabhu.
prostitute was thinking that this man, is putting so many stones, he must be chanting so many names of God, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
And they both died at the same time. The Yamudutas came for the Brahmin and the Vishnudutas went for the prostitutes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Brahmin said there's a mistake. No, the Yamudutas said there's no mistake. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Instead of you thinking of God, you are just meditating on the prostitute's business. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. And what did the prostitute do, Prabhu? why Vishnu Dutas came to her?
She was looking at him and thinking that he's counting so much, Hare Krishna.
Oh. Okay.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
So you see the difference in consciousness, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, we have to be careful though.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
So Prabhu, in this scenario, I was talking to one person from HKM, and he has forwarded me some, some short video of Madhu Pandit Prabhu. So there, Madhu Pandit was telling that all these anarthas, sometimes they show up because we are not purified, but it is some way it has to come out of your body, so it is going to manifest something like is it's quite, and such bad qualities are they're trying to come out of your body. So sometimes you'll show it. It's okay, it's fine. um, you don't have to worry much about it. My doubt is, Prabhu, if we have, like, even before coming to Krishna consciousness, every sort of nonsense we have done. So if all that nonsense starts coming out of me, then where is the concept of purification? Is this correct understanding, that it is coming out of me?
So what I know is that suppose if someone has to go to hell for some reason, so
Mm-hmm.
that manifests himself as a dream,
Okay.
The dream he will see himself going to hell and suffering the punishment. So because the devotee is supposed to go to hell and go through all that, but it is coming out in the form of dreams.
Okay.
So that I know. So the other thing is that when you are getting purified,
Uh-huh.
then things, you get free from all this contamination, no?
Correct, Prabhu. So they should not be manifesting, right, Prabhu, when we are getting purified?
No, it says you develop all the good qualities of the demigods. You know that verse?
Correct. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Right? So the moment you start chanting, you purify yourself to develop all the good qualities of the demigods.
Right.
On the other hand, one is riding on the chariot of mind, what good qualities he can have? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So your desires, like in the initial stage of chanting, you will have so many desires. That is called
Correct.
broad stage. Then you go to the neutral stage where you don't have any more desires.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go to the purified stage, you're only thinking about how to serve Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Correct.
So this is how your consciousness get purified. That's why
Mm.
it's that anartha nivritti, all the dirty things in your heart gets purified. No?
Correct, Prabhu. Dirty things get purified. So it doesn't have to be manifested, right, Prabhu, for purification? Dirty things don't manifest, isn't it?
I never heard that manifesting.
Okay.
It's change. Instead of thinking
Yes.
of these things, you start thinking more about Krishna.
More about Krishna. Yes.
You understand? So that's how your
Mm.
mind starts getting purified.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. So the person was telling me that, okay, it is okay that you have there's sometimes some bad thoughts are coming and all that, because your those bad things are coming out of your body. They are manifesting only in the thoughts, so you're getting purified.
The Yamuna Acharya was saying this verse, whenever I think
Exactly. Yes. Think of it. I spit it at that
it
thought.
comes, but he overcomes that thought by, becoming very disgusted with it, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So even in an advanced stage like Yamuna Acharya, these thoughts do come, no?
Hmm.
But he knows how to overcome that by becoming
Overcome that.
disgusted with it, no?
Correct, Prabhu.
So that's the difference, you see. It's not that Maya will not trouble you even at an advanced stage.
Hmm.
Come, but you are, you become indifferent to it, no? In the neophyte stage, you will tend to relish it, but in the advanced stage, you become very disgusted with it, no?
Disgusted with it. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Correct.
Consciousness changes. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So a pure devotee, is different, no? He learns how
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
do the Maya. Hmm?
Yes.
Doesn't let Maya, rove around, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, this is a very good explanation, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Thoughts do come. You have to know how to deal with it. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yadavat Padaravindo, that verse.
Yes.
So you try to understand this, as you become more and more purified, then all these things will
Hmm.
gradually disappear from your heart, And even if they
Yeah.
come, then you're not, you become very disgusted with it,
Yes, Prabhu.
That shows you become purified.
You're not supposed to analyze why the dream came in a certain way and things like that.
Hmm?
Should we analyze why we get such dreams, or we should just ignore such?
I don't know why you want to analyze,
Yeah, some people tend to do that. So I was wondering if we should just be ignoring them.
Our Prabhupada said we don't live in the dream world,
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
We have to think of Krishna all the time, Why think of dreams, no? Correct?
Yes,
All that
correct.
you do in the whole day, all this will come up in your dreams, no? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So better to think more about Krishna.
Yes.
The three stages in a person's life is wakefulness, dreaming, and deep sleep. So when you go to deep sleep, you dream, and then you go to deep sleep. And when you come out of your deep sleep, you dream, and then you come to wakefulness state. You do not go straight, no? Correct?
Hmm.
Yes. So that's a difference between the conditioned soul and a liberated soul, They don't go through these states. They are always Krishna conscious. It says that when, what's his name, Garuda is lying down, in his breathing, these Vedic mantras are coming.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes.
Don't know
And in the
about.
flapping of the wings, also the Vedas come. Yeah.
So you see how purified they are, because they are so Krishna conscious.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is all very advanced stage.
Hmm.
So we have to now train ourselves, we go to sleep. The moment we wake up, we are trained to chant Hare Krishna, no?
Yes.
And that's how we are learned. Then in that way we purify our consciousness.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Otherwise you wake up analyzing your dream. I dream about a black snake and what to do, what is this, what is that, and so never ends, no?
Hmm.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
So we just basically better to just chant, Or sometimes Krishna manifests some things to dreams, I
Hmm.
don't know. Suppose you see a black snake biting you, that's a good sign. But if you see a black snake chasing you, that's not a good sign.
Oh.
That means you are going into a bad period, But if you get bitten by the snake, that means your bad period is finished. Well,
Yeah, but isn't that analyzing, Prabhu? Should
yeah, that's analyzing. I don't say no, but we don't spend all day doing it, no? Correct.
okay.
Understand?
Hmm.
comes, he comes, no, then mostly we should be more Krishna conscious than anything else, no? Yes?
Mm.
Otherwise you get all into the dream consciousness, Why? Huh?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Sometimes people who are, what we say, they are sinful, they get haunted by ghosts. And the ghost will come in the form of a dream and haunt you.
Yeah.
That's also there. Your best friend will come and trying to kill you. So then you see, it gives you an impression, then your friendship with that person will become very doubtful, no?
Mm.
These
Oh,
is all the work of the ghost, no? Yes. So you have to be careful, become purified by chanting, then everything falls in place, no? As it says, the moment you chant, even not purely also, you don't even see the Yamadutas in dreams. There's a verse, no?
Mm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? So what does that mean? The moment you start chanting, then all these kind of things will not come to you anymore, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So better we continue our spiritual life, Otherwise, our dreaming status will go on forever, no?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
I was going to show you this verse just now. The great sage Sukadev Goswami said, My dear Maharaj Parikshit, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is always ready to help you. He is your master, guru, God, and a very dear friend, and also the head of your family. Yet sometimes he agrees to act as your family servant or order carrier. You are greatly fortunate because this relationship is possible only by Bhakti Yoga. The Lord can give liberation mukti very easily, but He does not very easily give one Bhakti Yoga because by that process He is bound to the devotees.
The devotee. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? See, so yeah, devotional service is not so easy, Yes,
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
although it's very easy to perform, but but this is our fortune actually.
Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has freely given this love of Krishna everywhere and anywhere, even to the most fallen, such as Jagai and Madhya. What then to speak of those who are already pious and elevated?
That's why without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we cannot, we cannot make it. It's our good fortune that the Lord has taken birth at this particular time and we are also taken birth at this particular time.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, is fully independent. Therefore, although it is the most confidentially stored benediction, He can distribute love of Godhead to anyone and everyone without consideration. Confidentially stored benediction, Haribol. Yes, Prabhu.
That's why, whether he is offensive or inoffensive, anyone, even now, chants Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda is immediately overwhelmed with ecstasy and tears fill his eyes. So,
Yes.
fortunate that we have come. So why we have to, do all this other kind of thing? Simply by talking on Nityananda Prabhu, one awakens one love for Krishna. Thus all one's bodily limbs are agitated by ecstasy and tears flow from one's eyes like the waters of the Ganga. Right, so why not we take up this program,
Yes, Prabhu.
Make our life complicated, at least, and more so in this life we have also got Prabhupada.
Yes.
This is a very rare blessing. If you don't take advantage, you must be a real fool,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it not?
Definitely, Prabhu. The confidential benediction. Wow. Just throwing it away.
Correct.
Yes.
So take it up seriously, chant and help others. Get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. Help preach this consciousness to whoever you meet.
Yes,
Yare
Prabhu.
Hare Kaha Krishna Upadesh. Whether we go back or don't go back or whatever, that's immaterial. That's why Krishna says, Na Dhanam, Na Janam, Na Sundar. I don't want anything. I don't want.
Yes.
Correct? So we are not, what we say, liberation orientated, We just want to love him, whether you want to make it happen or not. More so, we just want to love our spiritual master. Because he is the only hope, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Why not take advantage of Prabhupada? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So try to chant. And even
Sure,
though
Prabhu.
you get all kind of contaminated thing, the best thing is to remember Krishna. These things will disappear, And when it will stop coming, even I have shown you example that even a great personality, pure devotee, Yamunajacharya, also gets this kind of, that means what to speak, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
So,
Prabhu. That's very, the discussion was, he was saying, coming out of this thing means you're getting purified. But what you mentioned was, coming out of, you should know how to deal it. It doesn't mean that you're getting purified. That's very instructive, Prabhu.
yeah, Yamunacharya is practical, no?
Practically, yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Whenever you think of his sex life, his mouth, the girl in distaste and he spit at the very thought.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So now when a person is pure, he learn how to see like that, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Maya is
Yes.
always there, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, anything else? Thank you so much for all your time.
So, Prabhu, you're going to Russia, I heard?
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow for Russia.
Oh, okay.
I'll be able to continue this class. I think it'll be difficult.
Okay.
For how long, Prabhuji?
I'll be going for more than a month.
Oh, okay.
Just like I came to America, so now I have to go to Russia. So many devotees are there.
Which place in Russia, Prabhu?
We have many places.
Oh, many people? Okay. So we have many places there, Prabhu. Like, I thought it was in one center.
No, we have many places. So we are We're going first to the central part of Russia, Novosibirsk, and going to where we want to open temple there. And then we have in, I think, St. Petersburg, and we have, they say a few places. So,
Who's accompanying you, Prabhu?
Huh?
Who's going along with?
This time I got Tattvavid and his brother Vijay Kishore and his wife.
Haribol.
So we are going with I'm thinking by their mercy I may be successful. They're all heavyweights, you know.
No, Prabhu, you are the source, Prabhu.
So let's see if we can do something in Russia.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we can establish ourselves more because they have not seen us just like we're coming to America, no? First time.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I'll be leaving tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to continue these classes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a little difficult. Time zone will be out, you know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Happy journey, Prabhuji, and hope they will get your
Huh?
association. Hope they will get your association and will be get really benefit from it,
No, I
like
think
how we did.
we should still continue these classes, huh? And then
Yeah,
Yes,
maybe,
Prabhuji.
you can
maybe
discuss
That would
afternoon
be
or
great.
something for each that, I guess.
among yourself. You can discuss, and you still find some questions. They can always refer, you know. Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm-hmm.
I can always reply to those emails or WhatsApp messages. No problem.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Try to increase this crowd. It'd be
Yes,
nice.
Prabhu.
Make
Yes.
more devotees to come online.
Mm-hmm.
That way, they also get a chance to benefit. No?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I have one question. I am waiting from so long.
What's your
So
question?
can I ask?
What's your question?
So my question is, Prabhuji, in Nectar of Devotion, somewhere I was reading that uh, ecstatic love in friendship. So there it was explanation that uh, Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Ashwatthama was shooting the arrows, then Arjuna came in front of Krishna, and he was feeling the arrows coming. He was taking all the arrows, and he was feeling shower of flowers. And other friend of Krishna also, he was collecting the flower for the garland of Krishna, and in the scorching heat sun, and he was also feeling the same way. Not he was not feeling the heat. So my question here, Prabhu, we we there is no comparison, first of all, to them, for us to them. But my question here is that as we are in material body, Prabhu, when we are serving, when we are doing devotional services, and even just take an example, like one festival come, we work, we do all devotional service, packed whole day, and next day our body is not supporting us, not helping us like to continue further, like if we continue for few days. So how to deal with it? And I want to understand more on this. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
You see, now we are in a conditioned stage, you know. So our devotional service is through the order of the spiritual master. Understand? So we don't want to, because we have been ordered by our guru, though we have to do. You follow?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Whereas, you know, in the Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous devotion, then that's where there's love, you know, a lot, you know. You want to do anyway without any conditions, you know. You simply want to surrender to the Lord, just like Arjuna. He's seeing that Aswatthama purposely was shooting arrows at Krishna, so he went in front and took the arrows, and although the arrows means pain, but because
Yes,
he's taking it for the Lord, he's feeling so blissful and he felt like they are rose garlands,
yes, yes, yes.
So this is the consciousness, in the conditioned stage, we are forced to do, and we have to do because we are ordered to do by the Guru. So when we advance into the higher Raganuga Bhakti stage, then we have love, no? Then we feel like Arjuna. You follow?
Hmm. Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Come to that stage. Firstly, you have to follow our Guru, and as we make advancement, slowly, we will come gradually to the other stage. Yes?
Yes. Y- Yes, Prabhuji. So, like, I was asking, like, because we are conditioned, so when we are doing services, we feel tired. We feel like I couldn't find the word actually. So, how to deal with that? Like, how, for example, um bhakti means the blissfulness, right? Krishna chanting means the blissfulness. So when we are performing, and then like as in my last class I also asked this thing, like when we are doing, we feel like something is left on my part, we feel anxiety instead of that blissfulness is there, but for very little time, right?
So you see, devotional service is classified like this, In the beginning, there must be faith. Then one become interested in associating with pure devotees. Thereafter, one is initiated by the spiritual master and executes the regulative principle under his order. And thus one is free from all unwanted habits and become firmly fixed in devotional service. Therefore, thereafter one develops taste. You see this here?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? So when does this taste, bliss comes? When one is free from all these unwanted habits and become fixed in his devotional service. Yes?
Yes,
Uh, so when it will come? I mean, we just carry on serving until such a time when you will actually feel very blissful in chanting, blissful in doing the service.
Prabhuji.
Correct? Just
Yes,
like
Prabhuji.
a child, immediately you want to run, there will be problem, no? Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You have to take some time, you learn how to crawl and learn how to stand up and learn how to walk and then jump and run and all that, correct? It's not that
Yes,
the child cannot run and jump, it is there, but it takes little time to manifest, yes?
yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So similarly, these symptoms are there in the heart, it takes little time to manifest. How many years you are chanting? Huh? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu, it's been more than like I think 7 years or something.
Prabhupada said, and to chant nicely, it takes 20 years.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
And I'm chanting for what, now 50 years already. I still don't feel these things. What to do? Huh? Give up. Huh? Hello?
No, no. No.
So we don't bother. At least we just remember to serve Krishna and go on, You understand? If Krishna wants to give me or not, that's up to him. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Yes.
That is surrender. So it's up to Krishna. You want to make you happy or not happy, huh? That's why you are prayer, whether you embrace me or you make me broken-hearted by not being present for me, you're completely free to do anything and everything because you are my worshipper Lord unconditionally. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So we don't aspire for all this. We just carry on, just surrendering and serving the order of our Guru. And by doing that, Krishna will see. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hmm. That's
So can Hmm. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
if Krishna is happy with Prabhupada, And if Prabhupada said, you please take this person as your servant, then yes, correct.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Ah, it's not that simply we are serving, why Krishna you're not coming, then it is difficult. Hello, I don't know how many lifetime we have denied Krishna, correct? That we don't know, no?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
That's sure for sure.
yeah. So Krishna remembers all that, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You understand? So we just have to be patient and surrender to Krishna. You know, I've done so many nonsense, my dear Lord. Please forgive me. If you don't have any interest in me, you please bless me that I can be a servant of my spiritual master. That's how we should pray. Yeah? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
When Krishna, you will invite me and we can dance in Rasalila. I mean, this all are difficult, no? Hello?
Oh, no, no, Prabhu. That's not the situation.
So our consciousness has to change, you know. Never mind if you don't come. Never mind you embrace me also tightly, also painful, no? Correct? Either way you give me pain, I don't mind. But you please allow me to serve your pure devotees. That's how you should think now. Correct? And by thinking like this, just like Arjuna went and took the arrows, because he did it for Krishna, he was feeling happy? Yes? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, yes,
Similarly,
Prabhu.
by taking our trouble for our Guru, then we also become happy? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah, understand? Prabhupada said, no, why alone struggle in America? I came to New York, so much of problems. He came there alone.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Because he took the pain for his spiritual master. He felt very happy doing it. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So similarly, we simply endeavor to fulfill the instruction of our spiritual master, then we will also become happy. Like now, suppose one person come to your place and is very interested. You feel happy or not happy? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Huh? Correct. You
Yes,
go out and distribute book and one person asks so many nice questions. You feel happy or not happy?
definitely. Yes, Prabhu.
So how this happiness all coming from? Who? Huh? The mercy of Guru and Krishna, is it not?
Yes.
You don't know who is going to come. You don't know who Krishna is going to send to you. Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So we should see like that, no? It's Krishna's mercy, no? Correct? Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's not that you won't be happy. You will become happy the moment you take up the process by the order of the spiritual master, then immediately you become happy, no?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's it's late for you also, but I have Prabhu one or two more question, but I will post you.
No, you can always ask me, no problem. You can see here in this verse, devotional service, you see here. Huh?
Kleshagni. Yes, Prabhu.
Can you read?
Go ahead, Mataji.
Devotional, yes. Devotional service is klesha ghani even for beginners. This means that it reduces or nullify all kind of suffering. The word Shubda indicate that devotional service bestow all good fortune, and the word Krishna Akarshini indicate that devotional service gradually attract Krishna towards the devotee.
So,
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
you understand? Now, let's put all this aside. Compare your life now and when you were not a devotee. Are you not more
Yes,
happy? Tell me.
Definitely, Prabhu, definitely. Definitely, yes.
That you have to see also, no? That's why in the nectar of devotion it says the devotees must always look back to what he was before, no?
Yes, yes.
How much I was suffering, now how much Krishna has saved me, yeah? Correct?
Definitely, Prabhu.
So this is how you become happy, blissful.
Yes, Prabhu, yes, yes.
That's why it says the devotee should always remember his past life. And you see how he was suffering and how much problem he had. Now Krishna has made so much happiness for me. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
So we cannot just say, oh, where's the happiness, where's the happiness? I mean, look, the whole program is...
Actually, Prabhu, thing is that we are looking much that what we are not able to do, much more we are looking over there. But after like we got Srila Prabhupada and so much the association of devotee and like association of senior devotee like you, so we are avoiding on those fact. I think that's how.
Yes. So you just be patient, you know what I mean, and recollect the past and you see how much you are fortunate.
Yes, yes, bro. Yes, yes, bro.
I mean, imagine the karmis, would you want to be in their position? Huh? I don't think so, no? Yes?
No, no. Yes, yes, Prabhuji. No, no, no.
So better take up whatever Krishna has given. Fortunate, let me serve him. Even though he gives me happiness or no happiness, whatever, he's free to do anything and everything. Correct? Let me surrender.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Any other questions? Huh? Don't want to ask?
Yes, Prabhu. If you have time, I will ask. So one thing, Prabhu, this is about tolerance, Prabhu. I asked earlier also. So we were like so many places in Prabhupada purports also. It's mentioned that how and even this tarna the pisuni chuna tororo pishushnu how we should be tolerant. So my question here, like. Uh, it's not anything about HKM. But my question here, Prabhu, we were in HKM, right? So we didn't get initiation and some few things happen, and we came in. We are very happy in ISKM, not about that, but I want to clear my doubt about tolerance. So my question here is that, Prabhu, like we should tolerate that time and stay there and do our bhakti as we were doing.
Definitely Krishna has some plans, no? Yes?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Why didn't make that connection with their camp? Why Krishna brought you to us? That's Krishna's way of kind of rewarding you to become more Krishna conscious. If you had gone to that camp and you got initiated there, I don't think you will ever come here.
No, Prabhu, that I completely understand. Even we are growing very nicely here. That's also very clearly showcased, and we can see our advancement also after having initiation and after having association with you. But I want to understand more about tolerance, Prabhu. Here, as that is just an example I am taking it, but I want to understand more about tolerance. That so many places it is mentioned that we have.
Actually,
So,
you
what kind of tolerance? What kind of tolerance? How like?
see, the more you make spiritual advancement, it's here. The first thing that happens when you become spiritual advanced is that you are always forgiving. You understand?
Mhm.
That's the first thing, symptom of a person who is advancing, is that he becomes forgiving. So you see here, this verse here, Chantir. So you cannot be tolerant unless you are forgiving, you know. Correct? How you can
Yes, yes.
be tolerant if you're not forgiving? Is it possible? Huh? Tell me.
No, Prabhu, no.
So therefore, unless you are advanced and you have this forgiveness in your heart, then you'll be tolerating everything. Prabhupada often give the example of this Jesus Christ, no? When they were crucifying him, he was forgiving, correct? My dear Lord.
Even Prabhu Haridas Thakur, right? He was beaten up in 22 market places.
Also was giving example how he was beaten so much that the one beating him say, you please die, you know. Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu, yeah.
We have to learn how to be tolerant, and that can come with forgiving. Correct? So when you're forgiving, then you will tolerate more. They don't know. Please forgive them, my Lord. Yes? You understand?
Yes, 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 Prabhu,
If
yes.
you're not forgiving, then tolerant how to do? Yeah, you beat you, you're cursing, no? Correct? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Then how this forgiveness will come, Prabhu?
This is says is the advanced stage, one who is in the Bhava platform. Huh? See?
Mhm.
See this? These are called anubhava, subordinate signs of ecstatic emotion. They are visible in a person whose heart the seed of love of God has begun to fructify. That means you are very advanced, no? Correct?
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. So means we have to wait for the time. So at this neophyte stage, as much as possible, we should tolerate, but we have to go by flow and do our bhakti. And as much as we can tolerate, we should tolerate. So is my understanding correct, Prabhu?
This is how you should go on in the meantime. Read this thing.
My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reaction of his past misdeed and offering you you- respectful obeisances with his heart, word, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Yes.
So you carry on. Carry on.
తినేస్తా అయిందా తినేస్తా
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Carry on waiting patiently. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Yes, that's I want to know definitely.
So how long we have to wait now? Correct? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we be patient. When, how, that will come to you as more and more you make advancement.
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu. Yes.
So, yes, anything else?
So I think there's one thing here, Prabhu. So when I was talking to few of the HKM, they were also saying the same thing. Oh, we have to be tolerant in this movement. So the reason for not being, not coming into ISKM. So so this tolerance, isn't it that we have to show it under the right authority?
Tolerance means you must be also educated with knowledge, no? Correct? How you will
Yes,
tolerate without knowledge, Prabhu? Suppose somebody tell you all nonsense, you just tolerate and believe that, is it? Huh? But
yeah.
correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
You have to know what is right, what is wrong, and then you can tolerate, no? Correct? Yeah, somebody leading you a wrong way, you tolerate. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Does it make any sense? Huh?
No.
All this applies when you are properly guided under proper, Srila Prabhupada is proper representative. Huh? Otherwise, the person can lead you wrongly and he will just tell you, you tolerate, no? Then how you will...
Tolerate it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
This is nonsense, Yes. And teach you this soulful japa and all rubbish, Huh?
Yes,
No,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, Vaishnava Aparadha.
Yeah, because they are doing something not what Prabhupada teaching. What is that tolerance? You tolerate something which is not in proper sastric direction? Tell me. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct.
You cannot just try to do things against the order of the spiritual master, and then you say tolerate. Why? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. The whole entire Ritwik camp is also the other camp opposite is gone.
Correct.
They say we should tolerate. Yeah. Prabhu.
I don't think we have to be intelligent, how to tolerate, Yeah, just like the story of that snake who became a devotee, Remember, Narada Muni made a snake a devotee, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
Prabhu. You
yes,
can
yes.
hiss.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
great.
he was getting hit by the people because he said, don't bite them anymore, right? Huh?
Yes, yes,
Then
Prabhu,
he said,
yes.
you tolerate? No, then how? Okay, you just show yourself, you're going to beat them, then that also tolerate? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes.
Understand? So you have to learn how to tolerate by the order of the spiritual master. Not that you simply whimsically do it, pretend to be a pure devotee and tolerate, Huh? You will fall down, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Huh?
Prabhu.
Correct.
Yeah, Baldev Prabhu, you should tell them, why don't you tolerate ISKCON people also? They have not following Prabhupada order, but still tolerate.
No, they are tolerating. They say they are good, we are good, everybody is good, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Good point, Prabhu. Yeah.
Nonsense.
Prabhuji, here, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I have a question here, like when we talk about Vaishnava Aparadha, so is it like when there is a pure devotee or elevated devotee, when we make a Vaishnava Aparadha, it's like it's a huge, but like let's say if like for the small things they talk about, oh, no, we cannot say anything or we cannot do anything because it will be Vaishnava Aparadha. Let's say some person who is like not very elevated but has some on some position like a president or anything, or let's say some normal devotee as well. So in that situation, is it still a Vaishnava Aparadha, Vaishnava like, or
Yes.
not?
Vaishnava Aparadha means that you are blaspheming a devotee. You understand? In your heart you got envy, You understand? But if you are talking something based on Shastra, then how you can be Vaishnava Aparadha? You follow? Understand?
But if it is in like a invalid thing, or is it like a wrong thing, something that person doing something wrong to us, and if we say something about that, or if we point it out, even though it's a right thing, that if somebody is doing wrong, and if we point it out that this person is doing wrong, is it still Vaishnava Aparadha, or should
The
we do
person
that? Should we
doing
point
wrong,
it out?
if it is doing wrong, then that person who is doing wrong is already breaking the rules, correct? So if he is breaking the rules and you are saying that he is breaking the rules, then how is he can be Vaishnava Aparadha? But if he is not breaking the rule and you are saying about him, then that's Vaishnava Aparadha, correct?
Yes. So if it is truth that whatever is happened, and if he's saying that he or she or whatever it did something wrong, and it is a truth, then it is not a Vaishnava Aparadha, right, Prabhuji?
Yes. If he is doing something
Okay.
in the Shastra, then it's not Vaishnava Aparadha. You understand?
Yes.
But if he's doing rightly in the Shastra, is acting properly, and then if you try to find fault with the person, then that's not correct. Yes. Prabhupada said, call a thief, that is nothing wrong. But someone is a thief and you call him a thief, then that's not correct.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes. I get it. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So we cannot artificially act like a pure devotee, not to find any fault here and there, We are not in that position. So we learn how to see through the Shastra. What is right, what is wrong, it all must be based on the Shastra. Then yes, we are covered, we are protected. Huh? You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Like now we are accusing the ISKCON, the Hare Krishna movement and all. We are saying they are not following what Prabhupada said. And we showing where their mistake is. And if the person is intelligent, he will correct himself. But if he is not intelligent, he will say, you're Vaishnava Aparadha. You're trying to tell me what to do. You think you know better? Like that, then how to help the other person? Huh? Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
So therefore, you can give instruction only to a person who is surrendered. You are not surrendered, you cannot give instruction. So why waste our time? You follow?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So therefore, they will always say Vaishnava, especially one who is in a higher position. When you try to say something, so hey, don't commit Vaishnava Aparadha. Huh? What? Understand? So we have to learn how to deal with that. You don't go and talk to him directly. You talk to somebody else who's higher than him, and he say, "Hey, this person is doing like this." Like, oh, I will talk to him. Then when a higher person talk to him, he will correct him. Correct?
Yes.
So that's the way, how to do. Prabhupada said, the mother-in-law is training the daughter-in-law by chastising her daughter. So if we confront, then there will be fighting. So we learn how to do it in a different way now. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Especially one is in a very high position, they never like to be corrected. Especially this Vaishnava Aparadha has become so common in our whole society. Huh? Anything they will use this line, Vaishnava Aparadha. Huh? What about they doing Vaishnava Aparadha to Prabhupada? Then no problem. Huh? What?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, that's why it's so much confusion about this. Like for small things, even people are
Why?
using Vaishnava
And
Pras, Vaishnava.
we should not have any confusion. Huh? You
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhupada and you doing nonsense. What about that? Let's correct that first now. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh. Why you worry about all the other things? You do that first, no? Then everything will be okay. There will be no more fighting. Yes. Correct.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So as long as we act properly, then there should be. That's why we should act so perfectly that nobody can find fault with us.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Even if you act perfectly, still they will find some fault. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
That is the material world. Correct. I got so many complaints about me. I don't know what wrong I'm doing. Still, I got so many people. Why? So you cannot You cannot check these things. Best thing is to ignore it and move on. Never ends. Correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu.
We better continue our work than worrying about all these guys. And one who is envious, a person who is envious, and a snake is envious. A snake can be tamed by mantra and herbs, but an envious person cannot be trained in any way.
Yes,
Mm.
Prabhu.
Hmm? So we don't bother. We'll move on ourselves. There's a saying: the dogs will bark, the caravan will pass.
Mm-hmm.
So let us go on. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. So knowledge is very important, right, Prabhu?
Because
As you said.
more knowledge, then how you can surrender. No, the whole idea
Yes,
of
Prabhu.
surrendering is to get knowledge. No,
Yes, Prabhu.
if you surrender the wrong person, then he will train you wrongly. Then how you will be misled.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's
You
why
said the Jnana Chakshu, that
yeah,
word today you showed. Yes, Prabhu.
our system is foolproof. Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. Shastra is the best. Correct.
Yes.
Like now, you are asking me a question. I showing you Shastra. Yes. Then
Yes, Prabhu.
I'm not kind of misleading you. Yes.
Yes,
That's
Prabhu.
the system, correct? Now I simply speak and speak and speak my mental speculation. How you know it is right or wrong? Just like you go to the Sadguru, he will speak, his head off, and everybody is applauding, but it's all bogus now.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes.
So we cannot follow like that. That's why it says in the Bhagavad Gita, no, what to do, what not to do must be based on Shastra, no?
Yes.
So here, tasmad shastram pramanam te karya akarya vyavastitahu gyantva shastra vidoknuktam karma kartama harasi. One should therefore understand what is duty, what is not duty by the regulation of the scriptures. Knowing such
Hmm.
rules and regulation, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Huh?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
So if you have no knowledge, then that's what happened to all of us. Before we came to Prabhupada, we were lost. We followed all crazy ideas, is it not?
Definitely, Prabhu. Yes.
Everything is God, anybody can be God, all kind of nonsense. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
I was giving a class in your Padjavali's house, no? That guy, he was talking nonsense. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Remember?
Yes, Prabhu. Very challenging audience.
Correct?
Yes.
No knowledge, simply what they speculated on, correct? And they
And
all
they're
have this,
attached to that kind of this philosophy also.
they have
Whatever they think is
all
right.
ego. They are come with all ego, no? I know better,
Ah.
You have to tell me what to do. Huh?
Yeah.
Then they are misguided, no?
Yes.
So we have to be, we also should know our work, no? Correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
And tell me some nonsense, I have to buy it, Huh?
Yes,
Just
Prabhu.
like now you go to ISKCON, they're teaching you the living guru thing. Huh? And you must hate the Ritviks. If you like the Ritvik, you cannot stay with us. Huh? What is this? Correct? So
Correct, Prabhu.
if you want to go there, you get misguided. Huh? And so many of them are there and misguided. Correct?
Yes.
You understand? Similarly, you go to this group, that group. Unless you know where they are misleading you, how you will be guided properly? 99% of them, they don't quote the scriptures. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. 99%. Only the first verse before starting the class they will quote. That's it.
That is how class should
Nothing.
be given. You read the verse and then you talk stories. Yes. Prabhupada said we should know his books like a lawyer who knows the law book, no?
Correct, Prabhu. Yeah.
So we should also, we should stand up, if they are talking nonsense, we should tell them where your nonsense is. And if you can point it out by Shastric reference, then you are first class, correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
Hmm? So we should be confident in that aspect. If you don't know, you ask, then they will show you. Like now you asking me, I showing you, correct? Versus, yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? That should be the criteria. Sadhu, Shastra and Guru. You cannot go wrong with that.
Correct, Prabhu.
But said Guru can make mistake and Sadhu can make mistake. But Shastra cannot make mistake, no? Yes?
Sadhu and Guru can make mistakes, Prabhu?
Yes. Sometimes the Guru is not so advanced, yeah? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in order to take a Guru, you must go to a Guru who can only represent the Shastra. Right?
Correct. But the perfect sadhu and the guru commits no mistakes.
Cannot. Because he's only speaking the Shastra, no?
Correct.
So I say one should accept a genuine thing as genuine by studying the words of saintly people, spiritual master and Shastra. The actual center is the Shastra. You see that? The revealed
Yes.
scripture. If the spiritual master does not speak according to revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted.
Correct. Yes.
You understand? So how he is
Yes.
deviating when he doesn't speak Shastra? Hmm? You understand?
Correct. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
And there's so many of them in the name of our ISKCON and whatnot. All speaking big, big words, no? How to
Yes, Prabhu.
justify? How to justify?
Mm-hmm.
No, we are ISKCON. That means we are right. We are always right. Is that a fact?
No.
Ah. So we have to know, that's why we cannot be fooled, Why Prabhupada wrote, among his biggest contribution is this books, no? Correct? Why?
Correct. Yeah.
So to guide us, no? Hmm?
Yes.
And even we wrote painstakingly day and night, still we are misled. Huh? Why? Huh? He wrote even a clear letter, July 9 letter, still people are saying, no, this is bogus. Huh?
Bogus. Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be very expert, to know what our spiritual master is ordering us to do. And the actual center is the Shastra, the real scripture. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should always be careful. Sometime one class, the Prabhupada said, how do you know? Prabhupada said, do you have faith in me? Yeah, 100%. But how do you know I will not cheat you and go away? Huh?
Oh.
Therefore, you need to know Shastra. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
I remember early days, I don't know Shastra. And then I blindly follow the GBC. Whatever they do, they say means Prabhupada must order them. Huh? They're foolish.
It's foolish. Yes.
Yeah, I'm misled because I did not know. Huh?
So again, it was in the power of Shastras, right, Prabhu, that you came back to the Ritvik.
I mean, the revealed scriptures, words of Prabhupada, all came together, no? I remember, I think I gave a class. I was thinking, why did Prabhupada made a mistake? He never left clear instruction on what to do.
Yes, Prabhu. You
I
mentioned that in the lecture. Yes.
Yeah, but I now realize that I'm a fool. I don't know. He left very clear instruction.
Yes.
When you know knowledge, then this is how you think. Correct? So when you got the real knowledge, then you question, then they kick you out. You see?
Correct.
No, first they try to bribe you, you become one of us. When you refuse, then they say, okay, you please leave. Their big threat is someone who is with knowledge. That's their biggest.
Mm.
And when you question, oh, Vaishnava Aparadha, no Vaishnava Aparadha. Huh?
Mm.
Hello? People are so foolish, they don't ask, what about you offending Prabhupada? That's all right, is it? Huh? No, we are all Prabhupada disciples. We'll never make mistake, right? So why are you falling down? Huh?
Yes.
You don't make mistake. Why are you falling down? Huh? Tell me.
Yes, right.
So we should not buy all this nonsense, Our thing is fixed up on the Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. Everything is there in my books, Prabhupada said. If you don't know, you just simply have to read it over and over again. That's all. Huh?
Mm.
Correct?
Correct, bro.
No, we don't have to be fools. If you don't know, you ask, and then the devotees who are a little bit, knowing the scriptures, they can show you the relevant verses and explain to you. This way you are protected.
Yes, bro.
Otherwise, you see, soulful japa and all kind of things all coming out. How you know this is right? The word terminology is not there in our Prabhupada books, first of all. Huh?
Exactly. Yes, bro. Yeah.
So how do you know this is right thing is teaching you and all that? How you know? Huh? Nobody to, because if you make noise, you'll be out. Correct?
Correct, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, in our case, you show me what is said by Prabhupada and I don't do, I'm at fault now. Correct?
Correct, bro. Yeah.
I cannot say, oh, no, you don't listen to Prabhupada, you listen to me. Can I say like that?
No, bro.
Then it becomes my movement, no? Huh?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to follow my movement. I want to follow Prabhupada movement, right?
Right, bro. Yeah.
So we are not, as Prabhupada say, you don't surrender your intelligence. You surrender with intelligence.
With intelligence. Yes.
Understand? Now mostly they are surrendering their intelligence. That's the problem. Okay, I guess I've taken so much of your valuable time. I'm very sorry.
Oh,
Thank you
no,
so
Prabhu.
much
This
for
is
your
very, very
valuable time,
helpful.
Prabhuji.
So much your time.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your valuable time, Prabhu.
Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much,
your
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
It was
Prabhu.
a
Please
wonderful
accept my humble
Tanna
congratulations.
pranam, Sri
Okay,
Happy
much.
journey, Prabhuji. Hope to
Happy
see
journey,
See
you.
you all
Prabhu.
again soon. Try to
Yes,
meantime
Prabhuji.
increase the congregation, preach.
Yeah. Yes,
Bring
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
It's a very wonderful day, July 9, Prabhu. You have said today a lot of time, July 9, July 9. And today is July 9, Prabhu.
Oh, for you, huh? Then it's July 10.
Oh, yes. Yes, Prabhu. Today is July 9th.
Yes.
Anil wrote a big thing about it. Huh? Amit, sorry. All right, so all glories to all of you. See you soon again. Huh? Hare Krishna.
All
Hare
glories.
Krishna.
All glories to you,
All blessings to
Prabhuji.
you.
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.